Hi, I'm Otto.
And I'm Kristi.
And we are
You and Your Dog, Behavioral Health and Dog Training.
Hey, it's Otto and Kristi from You and Your Dog, Behavioral Health and Dog Training.
Today, we're going to give you guys an in-depth personal look at what our board and train program looks like. You're going to see some before video footage of what the dog behaved like before he came to us. You'll see him being dropped off, and then you'll get an in-depth view of what our board and train program looks like. And you'll see what the end result is, when the dog looks like when he goes home.
This is a behavioral reconditioning for a dog with severe leash reactivity.
Hope you guys enjoy.
My name's Dana, this is Griffin.
What type of dog is it?
I think a terrier schnauzer mix. So initially when I would take him outside to do his business, I would coordinate when I would go outside so there wasn't other dogs or people outside. I did some training in Pennsylvania with him, like basic, and he got nothing out of it.
All right, so Griffin should be arriving here in the next few minutes for his 2 weeks with us at You and Your Dog.
When he arrives, we're going to be testing his abilities and reactivity level around other dogs and people. Alright, so you guys got a pretty good feel for how he is around dogs and people. He is going to be a little bit of work, and I'm sure some of you at home have dogs that you have the same similar experiences with, but the good news is we're going to be able to work with him, and we can't wait to show you his progress.
Let's get to it. All right, so we're a few days into Griffin's training now, and we've gotten him to be more well-adjusted around other dogs and people while on leash. We've gotten him to understand the place command and that we're the ones in charge. Today, we're taking him and another student downtown to see how they react in new environments. And so far, it's been going extremely smoothly.
more days to smooth out any little last kinks we have in the training. And Dana is going to be one happy camper when she comes to pick up her dog.
Keep watching for his go-home lesson.
Okay, so Dana should be arriving here any minute. We're going to be doing her go-home lesson today. In the go-home lesson, we're going to be talking about all the new behaviors, the new handling skills, and everything that Griffin is going to have to practice at home while he's practiced here.
Follow-through is 100% critical upon returning home to keep the dog in a balanced state. There's specific rituals that we need to engage in on a daily basis, certain rules, boundaries, and limitations that we need to enforce, and then exercises that need to be practiced to keep him in a happy, normal state.
We're going to sit right here.
So one of the first rituals that we want to be able to master with them, we call the place command. We want them to think that only one protocol makes it safe to come down. Because for a dog, behavior can be location specific or even person attached to the leash specific. When we mark behavior correctly, we use a clicker or we use the word yes. And this is meaningful to the dog because we've gone through a pairing process called loading, based on Pavlov's famous experiment. Bell, food, bell, food, bell, food. Eventually the bell, or in our case the click, or the word yes, does the same thing to the dog's brain that food does.
And I'm not asking him to sit, I'm not asking him to lay down, I'm just asking him to be submissive. We've practiced this so much now that he just automatically kind of goes down for you too. We want to keep him on his side like this.
We have a system we call the triangle balance. So it's the restricted environment exercise, or the place command, the submissive positions with massage, and then the walk, or what we call the migration. And those three things, if you teach the dog nothing else, will produce this. The walk is the most fundamental way to relate to a dog because they are a species that are genetically required to migrate. Being confined inside our environment and moving around in a circle or back and forth behind a wall, a fence, a window, on a leash does bad stuff to their brain. And it creates excess excitement, frustration, and those two things turn into aggression. The only way to alleviate those symptoms is to migrate away from the house in a linear fashion and control the way the brain responds to the environment. So we're not going to allow predatory scanning, sniffing. We're not going to allow dominant territorial behaviors. We'll work on the migration first. So I'll have you let him down and ask him to get in. So, any last questions?
I'm just trying to, like you said, remember the commands
Yeah.
and, like you said, more authoritative.
Yeah.
So, we talked about a whole bunch of things today. We don't expect you to have them memorized. No question is too small. For the next 90 days, you have unlimited support and another follow-up lesson.
Okay.
So,
Make sure you take advantage of it. Like, messages us whenever you want. Send a video if you have a question about something. Send a picture. Let us know if he's doing something good too.
Okay.
If you're like, okay, I ran across this situation with this dog or whatever, let us know. If you're like, okay, how should I handle the leash? I've done this differently. So our Board and Train program is one of the most popular programs that we offer here at You and Your Dog. And it's really great that you guys have been able to see the whole process of the dog go through the training program. If you see that your dog has similar characteristics or if there's another behavioral issue that you would like to tackle, you guys should definitely reach out to us and we can help you with the Board and Train program. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. We have another episode coming up, so stay tuned.